Mr. Yacov Hecht, it's a great honor that you're joining us today here in Strasbourg at the World Forum for Democracy. We all enjoyed your great contributions during your presentation, and we're very honored that we can share a brief talk with you. Let's start our conversation by asking you, what do you personally define as democratic education, and how citizens today can really be democratically educated?
Okay. Maybe I begin with what is democracy. So from my point of view, democracy is a question and not an answer. And, or if you want, it's experience. So I think democracy is a society that try to live human rights inside their society and develop these human rights. And I say it's trying and it's happened, because I think if people think that he really keep the human rights, he is in a big problem. Mm-hmm. And I think every one of us, every country in the world, try to keep the human rights and also not succeed. And you need to look about what you are not succeed. And now let's go to the democratic education. Mm-hmm. So also democratic education, from my point of view, is a question and not an answer. It's a question of how to educate people to live in a democratic society. We don't know, we don't have the right answer. But everyone that deals with this question, from my point of view, is build democratic education institutes.
Do you think that the answer do you think that the question is enough, or do we need to build the tools? Do we need to find the ways, the means, either technologically or humanly, in the human sense, in democratic education?
I think the question is the beginning.
Okay.
But if you not ask this question, you are not in the field of democratic education. And this question is very important, because when you ask this question, you come to a lot of solution. And what we are doing today in the area of democratic school all over the world, we have more than 1,000 schools in more than 50 countries. And what we are doing, we are sharing one with the other good ideas. But it's a lot of ideas. We don't have the right answers.
Okay.
Mr. Hecht, what do you think nowadays we have so much skill and expertise, educational expertise, but how come there is so much conflict around the world that perpetuates violence beyond dialogue?
Wow. So this is really big question. And I don't sure that my answer is the right answer, but I think this is a big question. And we need to be with this question, but if I try to deal with this question, I think we are in a time of shifting between different paradigms. Yeah. And from my point of view, is shifting from the paradigm of pyramid to a paradigm of network.
Okay.
And this shifting is very difficult to most of the people, because most of us was born and grew up in the school from the paradigm of pyramid, and also go to work in an organization that was like a pyramid. And all the world was like a pyramid. And when I say pyramid, it's very easy. When you walk in a place that someone tell you what to do, and you cannot touch this order, and you do it to people down of you, this is a pyramid. And this is the way that school was working. Today, more and more organizations begin to say that this hierarchy is not official. It's not official. It's not make the results that
effective.
It's not effective. Yeah.
So how can we make our schools and extend our society?
But I want to
Yes.
say why it's not effective. Because
please.
when we are living in a time that the information change so fast and the situation change so fast, pyramid is not effective. Pyramid is place that it's very difficult to change. Pyramid is it's very I don't know how to say it in English. It's not changing.
Static.
Static, yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
And we need to change this paradigm to networking because now to do things fast is very, very important. To change yourself fast. And now when it's gap between the two paradigm, and a very few people is now going very fast in the paradigm of networking. And all the people and all the schools stay in the old traditional. It's become stress between these two paradigm. And especially because the paradigm of networking is very successful. So it's become a stress that make in the middle of this stress a lot of violence. I can give you example if you want.
So which is the golden pathway that brings together the two paradigms? How can we move from the old to the new? And how can we find a dynamic balance on the new one? Because as you said, it's evolving, it's revolutionary, it's continuously spreading through networking.
We need to, first of all, to look about what the futurists talk with us. And they's talking with us that in the near future, 85% have no jobs in the world, will be unemployed. Only 50% will go to work. I don't know if you know the percent now. Now in the West, around third is unemployed. It's not unemployed what countries say, but third doesn't go to work.
Yes.
So, and that will grow up very fast. And if we don't change dramatically the education system today, we will be in a big catastrophe. And the only things that we have today to do is to change the education system. And to do the education system, stop to prepare people to factories that not exist today, and begin to prepare them to the new economy that go up very fast in this every moment.
So how do you do that? Which are the tools
you're
using?
The basic tool is to go from teacher that teach student like this, like a pyramid ideas, and student that stand and take from top down, and make the classroom a network. What it means, what we build in Israel with a classroom, we call it classroom 2.0, that we have two rules. One, every student is a teacher. And the second, teachers not compete with one another. They try to achieve the common challenge. So, for example, if we are a classroom of mathematics, we have the grade of the classroom. And the classroom become like a football team, that everyone have a different rule, and together we want to achieve a goal. That's bring a totally new atmosphere, energy to the classroom. From a classroom that you need to sit like this and do nothing and not moving, to a classroom that you are responsible of what happened there. And the challenge can be mathematics, but the challenge can be how to change your city, how to make your water better. And then everything begin to be different. So it's not a classroom from the idea of top down. It's a classroom that
bottom up.
Yeah, bottom up, top down, side, center, everything.
Okay.
So in this way, you engage students in being young stakeholders in the design of a new educational system, right?
Yes, but it's not only education system.
But
To be part of making a new society,
A new society.
a new society,
society.
a society that it's go further from this society that we see today.
So do you believe
Yes, yes.
that collaboration is the key word for making a new society?
Sure. I think the change in the old society, people only believe about competition, about I will be better than you, and then my life will be better. And I think today is the time that I can work with you. And if I can work with you and I can think between together, this is the future. The future that I want to connect people that think different than me. In the past, I can connect only people that think exactly like me. And I
So
think,
is this the art of collaboration?
yeah, this is the art of, from my point of view, the art of collaboration is that different is beautiful.
And what's the role of dialogue in that process?
Oh, this is in the center. I can tell you to anyone, if in the way of the paradigm of pyramid or in the paradigm of networking. If you see someone that thinks different than you, and you say, oh, he's stupid, he thinks different than me, you are deeply in the paradigm of pyramid. If you see someone that thinks totally different than you say, wow, he thinks different than me. I must to go there to him and talk with him. And I go to talk with him and I can get his ideas and I can say that I don't get his idea. But because he is different, he is very interested in me. And that's, I think, tell you if you are in the area of networking or if you are in the area of pyramid. And from my point of view, when I see this conference and all these young people here, a lot of young people, they are looking for the new paradigm. And I think this is the time. And also I listen in the panel, not in the, how would they call it, the labs. People from the old traditional that see it like, oh, they are the head of this council. They say to the people in the school, bring us new ideas. And this is the time today. It's not time to listen to what the people in the top are saying. It's not important. It's time to create new ideas. And don't think that it exists the best idea or the right idea. Create your idea and share it with other people. Sharing, this is the time.
Do you believe that there is space in our society in creating schools for adults, not only for young people, but that adults can also be educated in democratic practices and social policy design?
To me, it's clear that it's the opposite thing to what I'm thinking, but this is the picture that I have in my head. That school will be a place, the central of the future community. And it will be from zero until you died. And people will come and go from this school because the idea that you learn from until 18, it's an old, unrealistic idea. I think that in the world that changed very dramatically, we need to learn all our life. And the school need to be totally different place because the content will be in the internet. But to learn only by the internet, it's very complicated. This is the reason that only 4% finish MOOCs. Okay. But if I look in the internet at home and I come to the school that it's part of my community from when I born, and we meet together and learn, and it's not only to learn, we create our new business. We go together to make our business. Our business closed. We go back to the school. We learn what new things. We create another ideas. That's the reason that I see that school will collaborate with what we call accelerators, with what we call today universities, but it will go all over, and also as a greenhouse to new ideas. So school becomes something much more than from 4 to 18. It will be lifelong learning, really. Because for a long time we talk about lifelong learning. But this is the time. This is the time, especially in Greece. I think in Greece,
there's a high percentage of people learning through MOOCs and engaging themselves in digital learning, e-learning.
And I think that in Greece, when you are in a deep economic crisis, this is the time. If you build totally new education system, for example, with the MOOCs.
Yeah.
But if you continue to learn the MOOCs by yourself, very few percent finish the MOOCs. But what we create in Israel, we call it how to MOOC, a process that we call it how to MOOC. And you see the MOOC at home, you come to the classroom, and you do classroom 2.0. So we have only two rules. Everyone teach everyone, and together we want to achieve to finish the MOOC. And we are now in Israel finish 95% the MOOC. And MOOC, and how to MOOC, the idea of MOOC with 2.0, it's unbelievable. It means that you can learn everything. Everything that you want. And you can to achieve a certificate that it's maybe Google decided this is a good certificate to them. So this is a huge revolution that happened today, a huge.
So do you believe? Yes.
Together we can achieve more than being apart.
Exactly.
In everything, in education, in our lives, correct? And in Israel, you have like a very high educational system.
Yeah.
Very advanced.
But I'm thinking. A lot of time when people talk with me about Israel, I say, okay, in a lot of things we cannot be like Finland. For example, Finland, they have trust in teachers. We don't trust teachers. I'm sorry, but we have inspectors, we have rules. We are not like the Finland. I want to be Finland.
That's the beauty.
Yeah, but we have something that is very strong. And this is our togetherness. And I think this is also strong in Greece. Greece, I think the community, the people together is very strong. And if we build education system around this togetherness, something very strong can happen.
So let's conclude this discussion of ours here in Strasbourg at the World Forum for Democracy with one final question. Which are the new values that we need as citizens, as learners, to move on to the new era, to the new digital era where everything is interconnected and hybrid?
It's very complicated to answer this question because what we need is to take from inside ourselves, because we are born in the industrial age. We're born in a classroom that have no connection to what we are doing today. And we need to take all these right ideas and putting them in the side and understand that what will build the future, it's what Ken Robinson say, the element. That every one of us need to find the place that is talent connect to his motivation, to his passion. And in this point, this is the future of us. When every one of us will find what is passion. Its passion can be in everything. Everything. How to build a table, how to make papers, but look about your passion and not do what you think that all the people do, because the people tell us to do exactly what the other people doing. So find your passion find your talent, and there create your life.
What a great ending. Thank you very
Fantastic.
Thank you.
much for your
Thank
interview.
you so much.
Thank you.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.